Okay, let's start by pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Today we will learn the uh, present Babel base with the art sign. Actually, so roughly we already learned that, but that Babel base is very common in Pali, so that doesn't completely we need to know that, so that is fine. So that base commonly can be understood the four group, that is here four colon or four section we have provided. So the first one is here, root batch. So after that, the meaning of root batch also to associate. So after that, if we add the art sign, for example, root batch in the art. So we don't need to change anything. So as a base form, we have the baja. Okay. So baja also just to associate. So after that, by adding those vowel termination present tense, D and D, si, ta, mi, ma. So bajadi, he associates, and bajandi, they associate, and bajasi, you associate, and bajata, you plural associate, and bajami, I associate, and bajama, we associate. So in this way, we can form. We have already learned the present, but right? So in this past part, so nothing changed. So to the in the second rule also you see. So rukil. So ruki means to play or to amuse oneself. When he plays, he find amusement for himself like that, amuse. So that one also you see, and nothing changed. So gil and the as a but form, we have the gila. So gila also, so to play. But by adding the D and D, sita, mima, so giladi, gilandi, and so on. So giladi, he plays, and then gilandi, so they play, and then gilasi, you singular play, and then gilata, so you plural play, and then so gilami, so I play, and then so gilama, so we play. You see just this D and D by adding the D here and D, C, ta, and me, and the ma, you see. So to base, we can add the verb termination, and then we can form the complete verb in this way. And then next verb also actually dawati. So root da. So for example, root da wa, and then up. So as a verb form. So dawa, oh sorry, as a base form. Dawa mean to ran. Okay, but with the prefix about and then root down and the R. So we have the about dawa mean to ran away. So the meaning of about we can understand now, just the away like that. So I say adverbial also. And then so too in the next. So root gam. But this gam is special changing to the gach. Actually, that one also only this mark change to the ja cha. In this also can be understood. So after that up. So now gacha mean to go. Okay, and then that gam also with the about we have already, and the gam. So gam has a natural change to the gach. Okay, now we already know that that is an IO. So about gacha mean just to go but away, you see, in this way. And also with the wood and the root gam and the R, we have the gacha, this da and ga become gaga, assimilated, making the same. And then this mark change to the gacha. So to go up. Now, in Pali, you D, would, but in English, at that sense also can be understood. And then similar to that, awa. So awa and the gam and the up. So that awa is changed to the or gacha in this way. So that awa is opposite to the, would. So to go down, you see. So that is, simply can be understood about me away, would me up, or mean down mostly can be understood. And then now, this root gam, this ma, so change to the cha in this, even though simply, okay, instead of saying like this, we can say ma to the cha. Yeah, that way is better. And then here root is also. Root is mean to wish. But here also, this sa later replaced with the cha after the R. So that is why as a but form. Icha. Icha also to wish. So now in Pali, ma also can be replaced with the ja cha. Now sa also can be replaced with the ja cha. Okay. And then now another verb. So ru as. Ru as. Here also this sa change to the ja cha. And then but here you see even though root is but because sa is replaced with the cha cha double consonant, that is why this becomes short. So itcha also to sit. So in this way can be found. Okay. So that is why these changes we need to notice. That is connected with the sound special root, not any other change. Okay. And then for next word, root jar. So that root jar and the so we have the jara. So jara also to decay. Decay means to become old, to decay. And at the same root. But changes, so jar, but that jar is changed to the, jir. So this is changed to the ear. So after the also, jira. So to decay, the same meaning. Just changing in this way can be found for some root. So that is why, here in this root, has no change in anything. So, okay. And only to the root change. Only to the root change, such a special change. So here, so to now next root. So actually this root is sought without preface, rarely not found in Pali, always together with the prefix. Sorry. So now need prefix root is sought. But this sat is changed to the seed and the up. So we have the ni seed also to sit. So this root has a natural change. Seed sat to the seed. Okay. And then the same root, next one. So ni prefix. So root sad, but that root sad changed to the seed and the up. So, oh, sorry, not ni ba. So, ba si da. mean to be devoted, Bodhi, Basita, D, Dhammi, Basita, D. So I am devoted to the Buddha, like that. Okay. So these root with the, but just changing of the letter in the root, such a change we can find. Now, let's go to the next. For example, root ni. Root ni mean to lead. So, ni and the a. So at that time you see root is ending in the vowel. So and then sign also starting with the vowel, two vowels together. So that is why here, this E is changed to the A first stage, and that A is changed to the Aya. So that is why we have the Naya base. Naya also just to lead in this way, just to lead. And then, so sometimes, this art can be omitted for that one. But so instead of saying omission, just change it. So for example, this aya is contracted as a. So for that one, now from the naya base already root so from the naya, so aya, this aya contracted as a. So that is why we have the ni also. So that means, for example, for the niyati, and then the other form is niti. So he leads, and then nayanti, and then nindi. So they lead, and also niyasi, and then nisi. You, singular, lead, and also nayata and neta. You see two forms, you plural, lead. And then, so nayami or nemi, I lead. And then nayama or nema. So we lead. So in this way can be, see? So this aya is reduced as a. Okay.
Yeah.
Reducing as a in this way can be. And then now, so similar to that, root C. So in this group, all of roots are here E, E, U. Okay, such a changing can be. So root C also. Now root C, but with the sign A. So at that time, this change. Here also such a change can be understood, but here just E. Okay, so and then saya, to line down. Another similar to that, that's saya. So here aya is reduced SAA or contracted SAA. So that is why here, C also. So that's C also to lie down. Okay. So that is the same as the Nayadi, Nedi, Naya, Nayandi, Nindi, Sayadi, Sedi, Sayandi, Sendi, Sayasi, Sesi, Saya, Sayata, Seta, Sayami, Semi, Sayama, Sema. In this way can be. Okay. And then now next root. So this root also actually root bu and the a. So in this root changing is u become o. That o become the our in this way. So now we have the bawa. So to be or to become. Okay. And then here also that bawa. So awa is contracted SC or and also this ba become the silent. So that is why we have the whole form. Also to be. Okay. So for that here, we can see in this way. So bawa di and then ho di mean he is or he become. And then bawan di and then hon di. So they are. And also bawa si or ho si you singular are. And then so bawata ho ta you plural are. And then so bawa me. So ho me like awiro ho me like that. So I am. And then bawa ma. So ho ma. You see, we are. Okay. And then the other buff, okay, connected with that. So root boo, we have the another root is ju. Ju mean to move actually. Move. Move away, like the pass away. Commonly this one is to pass away, and this will we use. Okay. So this two also. So root ju and the but this changing. So here u, but here u. Okay. So now we have the jawat. So Jawa means to pass away. Okay, but for this Jew, this awa not reduced as a or. We don't have the, jaw form, jaw D, John D, we don't have. This one is, a little bit different from the other. Only one form. But here for the knee also, neya, ne, two bases. Ne and saya also say two bases. Bawa also ho. Bawa base, ho base, but Jawa base, only Jawa base, not jaw base. Okay, not jaw base. Okay, so and then another root. Uh, so here next sorry, root. This root is root to cry and the up. But here, so just the middle vowel, this u. So that one is called the root vowel or radical vowel. So that u is changed to the o. So now we have the roda. Roda. Roda means to cry. Okay. So the same way, ruha. Ruha also ru, ruha and the up, but the middle vowel of the root u change to the o. In this way, we have the roha. Roha means to grow or to plant. So in this way can be. So here in this root, vowel of root is changing in this way. E change to the A change to the I. Yeah? So these, ni, si, bu, ju. So they are ending in the vowel, even though they change to the A or O, but two vowel together, that is A again to the Aya, or again to the Awa. But in this root, they are middle vowel just, U change to the O, and then U change to the O, just that. So this group, such a changing can be found when we use these art suffix, art sign. And then even though now next group, so even here also dude and the root and the root, and then so nude and then leak, and also the other one, this would prefer this. So to point out. Okay. So, but these root not chain like this. For example, root dude and the R only do that. Do that mean so to PS with one some, sharpen one or needle, PS with needle, some PS with arrow like that. And then for the next group, rude are not changing. So rude up. So to cry. Okay. So this root can be two form. Here in the first group, root. So U become or raw daddy also cry, ru daddy also cry, can be two form. Okay, and then this ruha also like a rude. And the a, so ruha also to grow. So in this one also raw haddi or ru haddi to grow. You see, can be found these two roots. And then, but the other one like the nudity. Okay, so ru nude and the a just nuda with the a sign. So to remove. No changing, you see, directly added, even though we can find such a u vowel. So to here leak, to write. So leak and the a, so lika, likati. Likati means to write. So likadi, he writes, likandi, they write, likasi, you write in this way. Okay. And then root this also. Root this and the up. Also nothing change. Odisa. So to point out. This one, that one like this. And then, so root fus also. And with the up. So fusa. Fusa also, to touch. So in this unit 2 here, 3 groups we have already. In the first group, even though the other, so this one is not because of outside, just special changing of the letter of the cause root, like the ma to the cha, sa to the cha, and the sa to the cha, and the whole ja to the jir, the whole sa to the seed, and so on. That is just connected with the root, not connected with the sign. But in the second group, when we apply these art sign, the root vowel like the u, change to the a or change to the o in this way. So change to the a, change to the o in this way briefly. Can be understood. Okay. But in the third group, even though such a vowel can be found like that, but they are not changed. They are not changed. Like the do da di, do da, ru ha, nu da, li ka, odisa, pusa. Just add a root vowel. Okay. Now the last group. The last group is quite special. Okay, so here. So, okay, briefly here can be understood. So, E or E change to the A, and also U or U change to the O. But next step, A to the I, yeah? And O to the our in this way. Okay. And then now, in this group, such a so actually root E is not found in the middle. Also E vowel or U vowel in the middle of the roots and not found. Okay, so only U, no, not changed. So not changed to E or O, this group. And then now last group. So in the last group, actually this one is so root is reduplicated, become double. So for example, the first root tar. This tar and the R. So actually this tar, so okay, such as special change, okay, just D and the tar. So actually this tar become the D tar, but because of this R also drop. So actually data in this. Yeah, data. So that means even though a single sound here become the data double sound. So that is, becoming reduplicated. Becoming reduplicated. Becoming double. So in this group, many changes that is not so clear. So now finally data. So data mean to stand. But in the bar, okay, in the bar, so root bar, but this bar become the, bar, okay, and then later B bar and the, up. So that one can be found the, B bar, B bar, but bar change to the bar. So B bar or B bar or B what later, so ba leave your sound, ba become the ba and wa in this way. So to drink. Okay. And then this da. So firstly become the da, and then the fast R becomes short. So that is one da. And but here, even though we use R sign, this R is drop. So that is this is da to give in this way. So to but so we have the another so special change for this one root da but so da is changed to the day. So even though we used R, but this R is removed. So that is why we have the another form day. So like the day, di. So to give, to offer or to give like that. That one is just connect so two bases, you see. Okay. And then now, so another one, ruha. So ruha is okay without so directly so maybe dadi. Dadi is rarely. No, we don't have the dadi, hadi. So, okay. That ruha also. So, become the ha, and then, so reduce, R becomes short, ha, and then ha become ha. So after that, a sign. But these are also, okay, these are also reduced. So that is why. Oh, right, witnesses. So that is when we have the, jaha, like the da. Okay. So that is to abandon or to give up. Okay. Similarly, the same as the here, jahadi. But for if we don't, remove this so we can have the jihad base also. For this one, reducing is so optionally. So jaha or jaha to abandon. So in this way can be found. Okay, so these are connected with these sign. So in this way, four group can be understood. So maybe such a special changes are just that, but the other ones are like for example, at the very beginning, I like a budget, just put in the sign, rarely change. Bajadi, Giladi, and the Jaradi, and the Wasadi, like that, and Wadadi, Bajadi. So many roots are very simple, not complicated. So all of the complicated roots are mostly here already explained. The others are like Baja, root Baj, by adding the Bajat to associate, root Gi, by adding the Gila to play, root Dawa, so by adding the so Dawa to run in this way. Okay, so for now the other common root, like we already root ja, me, so to walk or to practice. So for that, just is added. Just jara to practice or to walk. Okay. And also, for example, so we have already learned to what through what mean to stay. We don't need to change anything, just add it. Most of rules are like this. So the special rule already here explained with here uh, in this three call for four groups like this. So wasa and then to stay in this way. So that is why this one is connected with the rule though. So with the sign up, okay, sign up. So this sign is the most common one in Pāli Bhav. So the other sign also we have, but not so common as the up. So even though we have the seven sign, like for example, so the first group, So the first sign now we learn a sign. And the second one is, even though it is also a, but so not just purely a. So before a, so negida is inserted in this way, but that, so in this root, that negida based on the following the consonant can be changed to the nga and the nya and the na and the na and also no ma. So that can be later can be changed to the that one. So that one later we will learn. Not so many. Okay. And then next group is so here 7 sign. Okay, head and should be there. 7 sign in so Pāļi verbs, so especially present verb base. So for the future or for the past, so sometimes can be why not use this sign. So next one is ya. So for this ya also such a change. For example, root is ending in the for example, so one or ja. So after that, sign here this sign is starting with the ya. So this ja and ya become the ja like that. Such a change can be found in this group. And then now the group is actually na. Okay. So for that one, rarely change. And then so fifth group is also nu and the na and the na. So for this group also rarely change, but later we will see that. But root with the are very common, many. But root with the negida and are less than maybe just around the 20 or 50 around that. But root with the ya also maybe around that. But root with the na is maybe only 4 or 5. Root with the nu na, maybe commonly we have only 2 or 3. So in this way we can find. And then sixth group, so all sign. That all sign also we have the only root. Okay. 2 roots we have. Root gar and then so root dan. For this one also commonly we have the so root su and the so Bob, so actually root sock, and then the other one Bob breakfast, root up. Only these 3 are common. Okay. And then for the last, so a or a ya. Okay. That one also maybe later we have so like the root D's or root boo or and then root G or root jade. Say in this way. So not so many also. So even though such a sign are changing instead of the and negahita or ya or na or nu na u na. So root meaning is the same, not change. Just in we are forming the buff. So at that time, because of this sign, forming is a little bit different like that. Just to understand for that one. Really, root meaning is not changed actually. Only in the 7th group such a changing can be found. So, we have these 7 signs in Pāli Bhav of then. So we finish the first sign. The first sign is the most common one actually. The most common, so that means many roots, but the rest are not so like that. Okay, so today is just introducing the complete we are forming the bar with the art sign. So Verbal Base with the art sign. So to form the present verb like this, just by adding the, D and D, C, ta, mi, ma, all base. For example, here, bajadi, bajandi, bajasi, bajata, bajami, bajama, and kiladi, kilandi, kilasi, kilata, kilami, kilama, and dawadi, dawandi. So all base we have. So for the complete verb form for the present, it's not difficult, not so difficult. So just adding the and the sita mima. That is why, if we notice that we all did that. So here also just special root. We already added like the here root. Such a, changing also not so many, maybe only these 4 or 5 we have. Okay, that is all of those special formed or irregular form are already here added. So the others are, the same as here. Ba, ja, baja, gil, gila, daw, dawa, like that. Okay, and then aba, dawa, jar, jara, was, wasa, and the baj, baja, and so on. So very simple. Okay. Okay, so is there any question?
Bante,
Yes.
for the words passa meaning touching. So
Fusa.
I pusha, yeah.
Okay.
I see that's the one S or two S had the same meaning, Bante.
2S is actually passive form, maybe. So not only passa, that is for noun form. For the verb form, only fusati.
Sati.
Yeah. For the verb form, like the fusati, fusandi. So you see, only a
Yeah.
single fusati, fusandi in this way. Yeah, completely we can see. Here, fusati, fusandi, fusasi, fusata, fusami, fusama. Okay.
Mm.
But so for the double S is fasa, that is noun form, like the content, that is not verb form. Pasa is just content or attached, noun form actually.
Contact, yeah.
Okay. So you see here, that is masculine noun paso with a senya noun form. Masculine noun, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Bante.
Okay. And then any question? Okay, so if no more question, so let's stop here by saying sadhu. So, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Sayadaw.
very much.
Thank you very much,
Good night and
Bante.
Suki Hotu Sayadaw.
Welcome.
Yes,
Good
Thank
night.
you very much, Sayadaw.
Okay, good
saya
night.
share.
Thank you, Saido. Good night,
Good
Sukyo.
night, Suki Hatu.